Hi guys, welcome to video number 5 in the series of 5-minute flash lessons. In this lesson I'm going to be teaching you something called symbols and when you should use symbols. If you remember, in the last lesson we did tweening, where the computer creates animation for you. If we look at this yellow guy here, on frame 28 he's sitting here, on frame 40 he's over there, and the computer has created the images in between for me. But we also noticed that when it did that, it kind of changes the shape of its mouth, because when it's tweening, when the computer does tweening, sometimes things go wrong, and using symbols is the way we avoid that. Okay, I'm going to start a new thing here. I've got this machete. You can see I've got this knife going on here, this big machete, and it's going to chop into this watermelon. So what have I got? I've got two layers, machete layer there and the melon there, and the melon goes out to frame 12. That's a second of animation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use tweening to get the knife here, the machete, to chop down into the watermelon. Okay, so frame 1 it's there, so I go down to frame 12, insert a keyframe, and using this free transform tool I can rotate it, but I don't want to rotate it around the middle. I'm going to take this dot, put it down by the handle, and I'm going to rotate it and chop it down. I'm also going to move it kind of forward a bit, like that, so it's chopped in, so it goes from that position to that position. Okay, now hopefully if I tween it should do something. So remember, shape tween. Now you can see straight away, that's exactly what I thought it would do. Can you see that it's completely destroyed the knife and then reassembled it? And that's because the computer doesn't understand that that is a knife. As far as the computer is concerned, it's just a series of dots, a few pixels, grey pixels and brown pixels, and all it has to do is move them from there to there in the shortest way possible. So for a computer, mathematically, the easiest way to do that is to rip it apart and reassemble it. Okay, but that's not what we want to do. We want the computer to not change the shape of the knife. So let's undo some stuff here. Let's go right back to the beginning. There we are. So what we have to do is tell the computer that this knife is special. It's not just a series of dots that you can mess around with. It's a specific shape that you can't change. And to do that, we turn it into something called a symbol. So you highlight the whole knife, okay, and you can tell it's all highlighted, it's all nice and dotted. Then you go to modify, convert to symbol, or F8 for short. So convert to symbol. Convert to symbol, name it, well, let's call it machete, and it's not a movie clip, it's not a button, it's a graphic, and we say okay. Okay, now you see you get a nice blue box around it, and the computer understands that it cannot change what that looks like. So now, insert keyframe, use my free transform tool just to move it around. Oh, there we are. Rotate and move. Okay, so hopefully now it should work. So I go to the middle and I go down to tween, but this time I don't shape tween, I motion tween, because it's a symbol. You can't change the shape, you can only change the motion. Okay, now that's not working properly. Okay, can you see that's not the effect I wanted, and I think I understand why. If you remember, I moved the rotation point to the handle, but I only did it on the 12th keyframe. I didn't do it on the first keyframe, so the rotation point was also being tweened. So hopefully, yeah, there we go, that's better, that's more like what I'm after. So you can see now that by converting this knife into a symbol, I have prevented the computer from destroying the knife, so it can now chop into the watermelon. Okay, so whenever you draw something that's quite complex and you want to then move it around, convert to symbol and then use motion tween, not shape tween. Shape tweens essentially are to change the shape of something, which can be really useful, but not in this case. Okay, and that's the end of video number 5. I'll catch you in the next one.